today I want to explain the character yue, which is a character by itself useless, but it creates a lot of child. So what is this character yue? This is what we will know. Now I will write the character yue. Character yue is written as follows: the radical of the moon and the radical of the knife. And so it means to cut off a foot, a kind of a punishment in Imperial China, and it's written like this in pinyin, yue. Now, why I'm studying this character? I'll explain a little bit of background. I was trying to remember how to write the character qian, which means before or forward, depending which other character it is put as a word. And I was just having this thought experiment. If ever I was somewhere and I had to answer the question and my life depended on it, would I survive? So I just went in front of my whiteboard and I draw what I thought was qian. So I was trying to remember and I come up with this character, which is obviously not the one that I was looking for. In fact, the one I was looking for is this one. So the only part I got right was the symbol of the moon here, but the other I was wrong. But there was a reason for that. And this is because I was mixed with other characters. And in that list of characters there's yu, which is this one, and nang, which is this one. So I can see why I was mixed. I was mixed with these things here. Everybody has the symbol of the moon, but this one has the knife as well. So basically it was like, oh, okay, I did not remember this one. But when we look at those two characters together, if I forget this one, it's not good anymore. Is that there's a character yue in it. And wow, I said, I think I want to investigate a little bit this character. So by investigating this character, well, first of all, it's interesting to decompose the yue into the two sub-characters that it is made of. First of all, it's made of the character moon, which give the sound yue, even the tone. And also the character dao, which means knife. And it's worth mentioning that, yes, it's the same thing. This is the simplification form of this one, where you want to have some still sharpened stuff in your character. Put the character for knife there. But my investigation did not end here. I decided, yeah, why not looking at all the characters possibly made with this compound? Not only the two other, but all the characters possible. Where the conclusion is really easy. Everything will be made either of qian or yu that we've seen before. So let's see that. I took this yue character and I went into trainchinese.com. I verified on this website what are all the other characters that are made of this yue character. And I found a list. I took that list, and with another list I have of the 5,000 more used Chinese characters, I did a VLOOKUP in Excel to find out what are the characters that are in this 5,000 list, and also, well, eliminate those that are not. And so this is what we see here in this picture. We have a table with yue in blue, which is the original character. And by the way, it's not even ranked in the 5,000 characters. It means cut off the feet, like I mentioned. And so it's kind of not very useful. So this is the character highlighted in blue because it's the original character. Then we have the green one, which are in the top 2,000. We have the yellow one, which is in the top 5,000, but not in the two first 1,000. And then we have the red one, which are not in the top 5,000, in which I will not even look at them. The yellow one, if there is one that I know it's interesting, I will take it, but I will not insist. But really important, I will insist on the green one. So by looking at all those 23 characters, it's evident that there's a pattern. There's two dominant characters. So at the beginning, we have this character yue, which is here, like at the top. This is the character that I'm studying. But we will realize that always it's split in two categories. The one for qian, like I was wondering how to write at the beginning, that now I already know how to write because I've been writing it so many times. And also yu, which is this one. And if you remember, the list of characters that I showed, it was in the yellow. The yu character was in the yellow. So there's other character made of this character, but they are more important. It's quite a bit strange. What I will do next is that I will just look at what are the other characters that are in the green character or in the character of interest for each of those two. So what radical or other character I can add to those two to create other characters, very useful. Let's start first with qian. Qian means before. It's used in sentence like, for instance, 10年前, it's like 4 years ago, or 以前, before. So always a notion of forward as well, 年前. It's very useful when you couple it with other characters as well. What are the other characters I can form with that would be useful in my day-to-day reading in Chinese? On the other hand, what are the other sub-characters I can add to this one to create other characters that are useful? There are 3 that I identified, 2 that are in the green one and 1 also in the yellow. So all those 3 characters, what are the radical I have to add? First, there's a radical of knife. Yeah, that's strange. There's already a knife here, but we can add also a knife. Then after that, there's the radical for bamboo. So I can add some bamboo to it. And finally, if I add one of the radical of fire, what's gonna happen? Let's add fire at the bottom here. So we have those things. What it's gonna become, this is very interesting. If I add the knife at the bottom of this symbol, it becomes this symbol. Not really well written, but I'll survive. And the name of this character is Tian. So Tian. If I add the bamboo at the top, it becomes also Tian, but there's that other tone, it's Tian. It's tone 4, and it means an arrow. And this one, by the way, means to cut. Now, if I want to add another character, which is the fire, yes, it's fire there. At the bottom, it will become and guess what? Yes, Tian. This one is now 3rd tone, so it's more like Tian. And it means to fry, because there's some fire. So here it is. We have qian, then if you add the knife, it becomes to cut, or more like scissor. Yeah, to cut. If you add the bamboo on tone 4, it becomes an arrow. And then if you add the fire at the bottom, it becomes to fry. That's quite impressive, but that's very easy. The first one is qian, so it takes an A, tone 2. But then after that, if you add something to it, it becomes tian, tian, or tian. Really, every time there is this symbol, if you add something, it becomes tian with various tones. This is a finding I found. Very exciting. It's very great to know that. Now, let's go and proceed with yu. The character yu, it's a character that is not really used for words, but it's used for surname, so family name. Interesting to know. Now, what are the radicals that we can add to this character to create other words? I identified in the green list 4. Let's see them. There are 4 radicals that can be added to create other words that are quite relevant for me. There is the radical of the person, ren, the radical of the heart, xin, the other form of the radical of the heart, xin, and the radical of the king, wang. So what are the words that will be created? First, this one. We place the radical here, then we draw the character again. It becomes to. But what is the tone? Tone 1. To. To is a stealer, someone who steals, a robber. So every word of 2 characters that includes this character, it means that something is fishy. Now if you have the heart at the bottom of the character, it gives this. Which is U. Same pronunciation, but not same tone. Here it's U, tone 2. So U means to heal. Yeah, to heal the heart. Now, the next one. We added the heart at the bottom. What happened if we add the heart of the left? It becomes U. Now, second tone. And it means, you know what? Happy. Happiness. That's great. Now the last one. If we add the symbol of the king at the left, what would it become? It becomes U, like this one. Second tone. Again. Yeah. So you can identify already a trend that it is exceptional. It's really not like the other, but all the other is U. And this symbol is used for the word yujia, which is yoga. So very important for exercise. So yeah, I presented today 7 characters. And I'll just present them like nicely written by my application. But now, what's really fun is that by looking at this now, I kind of learned 7 characters that before I was always mixed when I was seeing them. Now I've written them so much on this whiteboard that I can say that my investigation is finished. What is your investigation? Please comment below if you like this type of episode, if I made a mistake. Yes, because I'm not a teacher. Maybe I look like I'm a teacher, but I'm just an engineer. So that was Ben the Learner, Benoit Learns Chinese, and I wish you a great day.